What if I told you that there was a Melee player who never once used Wavedashing or L canceling in their life, let alone knowing how to short hop and still manage to win a tournament? This player prides himself in not using tech skill to prove a point that you don't need to do all this crazy movement in order to win. Brett Buchanan, also known as Borp, is a Sheik main hailing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with his earliest known tournament footage in 2012, up until according to Smash Wiki 2019. According to Borp, he believes that Melee players don't think right about the game and its core essence. Additionally, the main reason he doesn't wave dash is to prove how bad players' overall fundamentals are, and that if he were to optimize his tech, he'd blend in with everyone else. Borp is also famous for his ridiculous hard reads and spot dodges. It's magical to witness. But somehow, at one point, Borp managed to do the impossible and win a tournament at various locals, with ranked players in attendance, and even taking sets from players like Green Ranger, Voodoo Jin, having a close set with Toph, and even beating J-Flex twice. How is it that a person can win multiple tournaments, refusing to use any sort of tech skill? Today, we'll be talking about one of Melee's most captivating players to watch, who also has his own cult-like fanbase. The one person who in the modern day of Melee has ever won a tournament without the use of tech skill, and also the drama that followed after his tournament win. This is the Legend of Borp. When Borp first began playing Melee, he would stare at the screen, wondering what character to choose. After trying different characters, he came to the conclusion of choosing Sheik as his primary character. In 2010, Sheik was placed 4th on the tier list and was a character that struggled for so many years to win tournaments at an international level. At a local level, it was definitely plausible for someone who has had many years of experience with advanced movement options to take a tournament, but never someone who has not used 1 ounce of tech skill. Borp is a player that relies a lot on hard reads and breaking your mind little by little pieces where you start to question yourself, why are you losing? It's a playstyle that not many people are used to. He moves and plays like someone who just began playing Melee. But in reality, Borp has been playing for several years, knowing his local scene and smashers. He fully knows that Melee's deep mechanics exist, but knows deep down that the mind can outclass the human hands. September 12th, 2014. Man on a Legend 19, a local tournament where ranked players in the top 10 of the state like PGH Karl, most known for his flashy combo videos like the No Fox Given series and No L's in Art, Borp and Nakamaru were in attendance. Keep in mind that Nakamaru placed 3rd behind Mutaking and Mango at 5-3 a few months prior. Man on a Legend 19 would take place a month before the Super Major, the Big House 4. Borp arrives at his local tournament. When warming up, players often spam tech skill and move around the stage to make sure that their precise inputs are up to par. But this is how Borp warms up.
He is so good at his game. He is crazy.
I don't know how good his nerves are.
See, like, you see that tech skill? That's the only tech skill he needs. Spot dodging, rolling. And he has this really interesting game where he rolls a lot, but he wants you to kind of get into his roll habit, and then he punishes you. It's really bizarre.
The bracket finally begins with Borp cleanly winning his first 2 sets against Freeze and Gohan, 2 local players. He then prepares for his next match, one-on-one versus Nakamaru, a Falcon main in the winners bracket. See, Falcon is notoriously bad at teching away from Sheik compared to other fast characters. Not due to the amount of frames he takes to tech away or in place, but the fact that he has a signal before most characters that tells you which way he is going to tech roll. If you take a look at Captain Falcon's feet during the tech roll animations, he can be spotted moving his feet in an upward, forward, and backward direction, indicating where he is rolling. This signal is one of Falcon's banes in the game due to it being pretty easy to spot for most experienced Melee players. This set is a best of 3, Borp versus Nakamaru. The winner advances to the winners finals. Borp, with no motion, sits down and they both start playing.
His placing's approved.
Oh my god, alright, game 1. been abused in the ear. Oh my god, he's dropping against Borp. Nice.
And you keep wanting to like you end up walking that direction,
Yep.
right? But he just
Oh, girl.
oh, there it is. And Borp's gonna
What? Let him back! Let him back! We were not ready to see the Borp Zelda. That shit is probably the scariest shit on the planet. Oh, and a wrap. Needs to make this 50. That's the goal here. And we're there.
go.
Anything more is
Oh my god, the mix up.
okay, and gotta catch that high. Oh, he's still got. Wow, okay.
Uh-oh. I don't think...
Oh,
Whoa!
that's it.
Nice try. Hard fought by both players.
One thing that's very noticeable is the fact that throughout the set, Borp would sit still and keep playing, all the while getting in the head of Nakamaru, since towards the end of the set, he'd show signs of disappointment and anger. This is why Borp is so great, because even when limiting himself to the lowest of options, he still plays like a top player. He doesn't only do it to Nakamaru, but to many others who can't manage to find a way to eliminate a stock of the Quiet Sheik main. With a 2-1 win, Borp advances to winners finals of the bracket to face off against PGH Karl, a Pittsburgh native who has been playing Melee since 2009 and still attending tournaments today. If Borp loses, he will go to the losers bracket, where he'll have to fight for his life if he wants to win first place. If he wins, he has a guaranteed spot in grand finals. They both sit down, but notice how Borp is calm and collected, not a shiver of fear. The match begins, best of 5.
Something happened there. Not
Boy, if
entirely
this was a
sure what.
GameCube, that never would have happened.
Here,
Oh my god!
That.
Oh, he's alive! He's not alive for long.
Oh my
Wow, 8
gosh.
seconds!
In 8 seconds, Karl takes the first stock. They laugh it out and continue playing. Karl takes another stock. With a 2 stock difference, Borp finally gets a kill and starts doing more damage. Borp finally ties it up. Look at their faces. Borp's face doesn't move. He just sits there with a cold face. Karl is concentrating. He knows that if he makes one mistake, Borp can take advantage of the situation. It's getting down to the wire. Karl takes a stock. Borp notices Karl's mistake and punishes accordingly. Who will take the game?
Shine will hit. Good down
that'll do
smash,
it.
that'll take it.
PGH Karl takes the first game. Match 2 begins and it takes a while for both to take a stock. Both seem weary of each other's punish game because Borp doesn't do a reaction get up attack forward air, but instead goes for a neutral air. And Karl does a risky side B shorten and then panic side Bs on the top platform. Karl misses a ledge dash and Borp again walks up and down smashes. You can feel the pressure starting to hit on the eyes of Karl. Borp is adapting fast. Borp pressures Karl by doing nothing but spot dodges, and then this happens. Borp takes the game. But this isn't over yet. Both players need 2 more games to advance to the grand finals. Game 3, Pokemon Stadium. Fox catches Sheik recovering and does a great shine off stage. Borp starts getting in the head of Karl with spot dodge Mindgames.
Oh, fuck. They could have just mashed and grabbed there. What? How many forward tilt step
Oh my
dodges can
gosh.
he do?
Karl does a hard read, but misses a crucial up smash, but manages to close the game with an up tilt kill from the top of a transforming stage. The score is now 1-2 in favor of PGH Karl. Will Borp be able to get in the mind of Karl and win the set to move on to grand finals? Game 4, Dreamland. Borp starts to step it up and gets a 0 to death. His reactions to when Karl does full hop aerials are next level, with Borp knowing when exactly to spot dodge. See, a Sheik would probably dash dance a whiff punish, but all Borp does is stand there, and that puts pressure on his opponents. Both players are going back and forth trading hits, but Borp does a reverse forward air to win game 4. Funnily, Borp smirks at PGH Karl and they laugh it off. It is now game 5. the final game will be none other than on Final Destination. A perfect stage for the last game of the set. Whoever takes the game goes to Grand Finals. Karl takes the first stock with an up smash. Borp gets a dash attack fair. Fox takes control and gets an edge guard. They avoid each other's moves with spot dodges. Both players are fighting for their lives. It comes to a stock tie. Borp does an amazing combo, but Karl takes the stock instead. Borp reads the book and gets the fair. It is last stock. Who comes out as the winner?
Out on that one and gets a chance to take it. Oh no!
Karl's off
Goes in
stage.
trouble. He goes under the needle again. Brilliant. Oh,
that'll
no.
do it.
He trades. Well played by both players.
What a winner's finals.
Borp takes the set, 3-2. How can someone keep getting away with these kinds of plays? It's not that Borp is cheesing players, it's the fact that he wins time and time again. After the set is finished, we see Borp's face show a side that not many are familiar with. He's smiling. He knows that he has a shot at taking the whole tournament, but there is a problem. He needs to win one more set to take first place. Now that Borp is slated to play in Grand Finals, all he has to do is wait. Nakamura and PGH have to battle one another in order to make it to Grand Finals against Borp. Nakamura wins the set and it's a rematch between the Wall, the Mindbreaker, Borp, and Nakamura, the fighter who had to claw back for a rematch. The thing is, Nakamura has to fight twice as hard as Borp to win the tournament, since he's in the loser's bracket. In Grand Finals, the player in the loser's bracket has to beat the opposing player in a best of 5 twice, compared to Borp, who only has to win a best of 5 once. They play the set, and Nakamura resets the bracket, which now, they get to play another best of 5. This time, it's for real. You simply cannot let your opponent get away with anything. If Borp really wants to win, he'll need to try his absolute best to overcome Nakamura's newly momentum. The winner of this set takes the entire tournament. And so, they go all in.
This guy's so
Good.
even
Space
right
backer,
now.
no!
It shines.
Another one. Oh my god,
God,
he gets it!
oh my, the triple.
Oh my god! Okay. Forward air,
Nice.
or forward smash. No! Those are the kind of things that can get inside Nakamura's head, and I hate to see that. There he goes!
Oh my. Woo!
Double jumps out of the way. There's a kill. We're tied up. Shine. Oh. Step dodges into his forward smash. Naka, it looks like he may have downloaded Borp.
Nakamura here.
Let's see if Borp can get something going here. I
Wow.
like the jab forward tilt mix up, and here he comes with the grabs. Good job getting to the ledge. Oh!
It's just what Borp does. I don't know. Can't explain it. I don't know.
Borp stuff. Oh my gosh,
Needle.
this could be stock number 2 taken from Borp in the last 45 seconds.
Oh my god.
It
he's
is!
on stage.
It is!
Wow.
We're tied up in 2. Borp has taken no damage. He got a grab! Borp is back to his game. And here comes the tech chasing. Oh my god, he waits! He waits!
This is incredible right now.
Sprints behind him to do a forward smash.
Up
smash is gonna do it. Borp has a chance to get back.
Well, he did make it
Oh,
back
he
to
comes
stage.
back down with the forward air. Forward tilt, dash attack. Borp is in control.
Incredible.
And he gets there!
Wow.
Borp,
They're going to Dreamland.
the mind games that happen with both. What? What?
Oh my god!
The Pittsburgh wait. Borp reads it. Hill is so clean right now.
Oh my god.
We're dead even. Back airs into the shield. Never a good
It's
thing.
a regrab.
Borp reads the grab or reads the roll. He's up on platform. Edge guard opportunity for Borp to take it. That's it. That's it.
Borp with the win.
Borp wins the grand finals after the reset.
That's it.
This would be Borp's first time ever winning a local tournament. Everyone claps for the performance of these two players. After the tournament, Borp has a couple words to say.
I'm done. Hi, Borp.
Hi.
Who f***ing raised you?
Alright.
After winning the tournament, Borp's name would become bigger in the Melee scene, with top players taking notice. But one person in the West Coast would call out Borp in a drunken state, saying that he's overrated and that the Pittsburgh scene was not the best of scenes when it comes to top player representation. He is a widely known figure in the Smash Bros community. That player would be none other than NorCal's very own Toph. When the Pittsburgh scene heard the words coming from Toph's mouth, they all came together in an uproar that Borp would destroy Toph in a match. Borp was the Robin Hood of the Smash community, the one that plays his way, for the people, and for himself. Everyone loves every second he plays because again, not one person ever plays like him. Toph, alongside the Pittsburgh scene, wanted to arrange the battle between the California Fox and their local hero, but things just didn't come through. It wasn't until a few months later, the Big House 4, Detroit, Michigan, October 4th, 2014. The match is finally set. Even the tournament organizers wanted to see this match because this match was set to be on stream. There were murmurings about this guy named Borp in the Big House crowd, but if you were a die-hard Melee spectator or a player, you knew who Borp was. For many people, this was their first introduction to Borp. This match was not a money match, no friendlies, just a best of 3, a straight up pools match, where your tournament seeding is at stake. Going into this match, no matter what happens, Toph is on the losing side of this whole thing. The Midwest versus Toph, while Scar, the people's champ, is on his side. The only one there to support his friend from the loud crowd, that is the Midwest. The match begins and Toph does a quick 50% combo that leads to a kill, with Toph looking very confident and Borp composing himself. And then he gets his first grab.
They're so hype over that grab. Midwest really wants him to win. That's
yeah,
how
they want him to win so bad.
The fact that he only did a grab and the crowd gets rowdy tells you how strong everyone supports Borp, but no one would imagine that this would happen.
Toph is like set up to fail here.
Yeah.
Like everyone in the room is
like,
like,
if you win, you should have, but then if you lost, like,
lose.
Borp beat.
Oh my God!
It's The Rock.
The Rock is in the building. The Rock is in the building.
The Rock is in the building.
His combos
It's
are
actually relatively close, yo.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. So I feel like that.
But this is like Borp's actually kind
It's
of
a little bit more close.
Yeah, Borp plays melee. Oh my God, the dash attack is real. Whoa, those are like reverse dash attacks and
getting
stuff.
off.
That's the kids getting off.
Yeah, I heard Toph talking that.
No way, man. No
I
way.
heard him talking
Please
like,
no.
yo,
I love you,
I'm about to whoop Borp.
Don't do this.
He's free. I wonder is like his style is his preference, or did he genuinely not know how to wave dash? Like, can he just...
I sounds like it's a thing he wants to prove a point.
Right.
From what I hear. Oh my God, you're knocked down. Okay.
Dude, he just has like grit.
Oh, look at his shield that! That one reaction! Did you see that shield? How did he do that? That shield was absurd!
Oh,
Montage down smash! Man, dude!
he's doing it, dude!
Come on, Toph, you got that clutch.
I think with Borp's style, this is so simple, it's really hard to choke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, there you
There
go.
we go.
There you go.
Good stuff, Toph.
He's not happy because there's nothing he can get out of
really
this.
close.
He's like, he's got a whole crowd but not on his side.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a what if with Borp. But if Toph loses, it's like, dude, you lost to Borp, dude.
Yeah, you can do all this stuff and you lost.
That was beautiful.
But that was beautiful.
Oh!
He's like, I'm not, are you
Look
kidding
back,
me, guys?
And they're booing my son
booing
Toph. I was shocked that game was so close considering it was on FD. Wow.
Damn.
Holy.
Look at his shield grab. How many times did he shield grab this guy?
Dude. Oh my god.
Toph's not gonna let him get away. Yeah, there you go, Toph.
Toph still kind of looks like,
Thank you, Toph. It can't be
First game
happening.
was really
yeah,
good,
it was good. It was fun to watch.
Borp sweating. Who's up next?
In the end, Borp would end up losing the set with a 2-0, but Borp won all of our hearts and gained a cult-like following with many threads about him and how much potential he has. Sometime after all this drama, Borp would be caught doing this.
So is this a hand warmer?
Oh my god, he waved that.
What? What? Oh my god! We have footage. Oh, what? We have footage. What? We have footage. What? We have footage. No way. Oh my god, he's Wavedashing. Giffy fucking cat that shit. What? Okay.
Even though he has the ability to wave dash, Borp still refuses to use tech skill in the modern day of Melee, while beating top players like J-Flex in 2017. It seems like in the year 2023, he has been laying low, but when the time comes, he goes out and reminds everyone who he is. We hope that he continues to prove people wrong forever. And that's it. That's the whole video about Borp, and I'm just hoping that you guys enjoy the video because I took a long time just to get this out and just kind of like try to like put the pieces together to make this video, right? But one thing that I thought was very interesting when looking at the player Borp when I was doing research was the fact that he was very interested, or he had like a big fascination with philosophy. It's crazy because I discovered he has like 2 different philosophical works, and the first one was called Frivolity, yeah, like that, and the second one's called Philosophical Treasures. And there was one passage or one quote in the Philosophical Treasures where I found that I don't know, I kind of feel like this quote basically describes Borp as a player, right? Which is basically just simplifying the entire his entire game plan, and I think that's the biggest reason as to why he plays the way he does. And I'm gonna have the quote like somewhere around here, and just because I think it's very interesting, and it's something I didn't really include because I don't know, I want to focus more so on like his runs and like basically like the way he plays, right? And I feel like I was gonna like drag it on if I like put in like the little quote type stuff. But yeah, it's crazy because even when looking like at the Philosophical Treasures, I think I even saw a passage where it even like had described the color gray. And if you take a look at like Borp, he always has like a gray sweatshirt. He plays gray chic and like like that type of color. It's like it has to do something with like ambience and like just like color and like how it gives like certain moods or like certain, yeah, basically like a certain feeling, right? I think it's very interesting and it's cool. Like just reading that, it low-key inspired me to play like on Netplay or like on Slippy like chic and just like play his style. And it's crazy how people just like they don't like they mess up, like they all choke. It's weird. I don't know. It's crazy. It's like you simplify it so much that like the brain just kind of like corrupts. It's just kind of funny. Make sure to sub, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. What else? I don't know. I love you.